Your MAF sensor is typically installed downstream from your air filter on your air intake tract. It measures both the density and volume of air passing through your intake and into the engine. A P0102 error code means that there's insufficient air traveling through your air filter. Most sensors aren't able to measure the exact airflow, but take a small portion of the intake air and use a calculation to arrive at the total volume and density. Once either of these numbers drop below a certain threshold, it signals your powertrain control module and sends P0102 trouble code. Now that you know how your MAF sensor works under optimal conditions, what does the code P0102 mean? For many P0102 error codes, the exact cause is typically a failed or dirty sensor. Your first indication of this trouble code is typically your check engine light. However, a rough idle or running of your engine could also be caused by low airflow. Look for black smoke coming out of your tailpipe or frequent stalling as other signs that your engine isn't receiving enough oxygen. If the only symptom you've experienced is a lit check engine light, your first inspection should be of your MAF sensor. It's very likely that oil or other residue has coated your sensor and caused it to take improper readings. For engines that are experiencing performance issues, there may be intake issues. First, inspect your air filter. Replace your filter if it is clogged. This is the easiest way to improve your intake. Another common problem is damage to your intake system. Air leaks can dramatically reduce the overall intake of air into your engine. Finally, check the voltage and wiring of your MAF sensor. Even a clean sensor won't take a proper reading if there's loose wiring or internal damage. You may need to replace wiring or the entire MAF sensor in order to establish a proper reading. Once you've established a likely cause, it's time to perform an effective repair. Your MAF sensor, beyond being dirty, may need to be replaced or have electrical repairs. Check for any loose connections and replace frayed or damaged wiring. You'll need to carefully inspect the entire length of your air intake system for any leaks. A vacuum leak will allow air to escape instead of being drawn into your engine. Repair or replace the necessary tract or components to create a firm seal. Once you restore your air intake system, reset the code and check again to see if you've solved the OBD2 scanner error code P0102 problem. Because of the nature of your air intake system, any damage to it may have triggered other error codes. Error codes P0100, P0101, P0103, and P0104 are all very similar and could also be triggered in the event of an air leak or MAF sensor damage.